Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol HMNY. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here, as they're called, representing 1 day's worth of time, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just 1 day. Today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price. And then just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Done this one on a very routine basis. Did it yesterday, so that's where these red and green line annotations are coming from. But the bears just continue to press this thing downwards, and things are really getting ugly. Not that they weren't ugly, but they're just getting that much more uglier, which makes me think maybe this is the bottom, because I found and I've discovered in myself, and which is pretty common, is just when I think that things can't get any worse, just when I think that the stock is like a scum of the earth, usually that's when a bounce is coming. So we'll see if that plays out or not from a psychology standpoint. But right now, in my mind, this stock is just a scum of the earth. But like I said, usually when that thought occurs, I've noticed that lots of bounces tend to happen. So we'll see if there can be some sort of bounce or not tomorrow. But if there is, let's get a few things updated. The first update is just based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they do tend to act as resistance. So if there is going to be any sort of decent bounce that begins and can garner that much more organic momentum, 37 cents is going to be that initial area of resistance. Next level after that, I'm just going to get rid of that line there. Yeah, it pertains, but there's no point in having lines everywhere. So if the price can break through that 37-cent mark, next key level of resistance after that will be that purple line there, which is the famous 50-period simple moving average. Again, 50-period moving average. And then if somehow the price can really get going, the overall trend is that trend line that I threw in, I think, a couple weeks ago now, but that's not even nearly in place. So one step at a time. And really, the first step has nothing to do with breaking levels of resistance. Really, it's all about just establishing some sort of low. And the bulls are really trying hard now at 33 cents. Price got down around 33 several times today and did hold each and every time. So that doesn't mean that it's a guaranteed bottom, but at least the price, is seemingly trying to chip away at a bottom. So we'll see if this ultimately turns out to be some sort of bounce point or not. But yeah, like I said, psychologically for me, it just seems like this stock is the worst thing ever, but we'll see if that translates to it finally bouncing tomorrow and creating a tradable opportunity. So we'll see how it plays out. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.